Oh yeah! Cream of the crop! Devil Dog Gaming! Snap into it!
Oh, cool. Another VR game already. This time Creed. Excellent.
Hey Nate, what you doing?
Actually, I'm getting ready to play Creed on PlayStation VR. Honestly, if you just stand over there, because in this game, I'm going to be moving around, and I don't want to end up punching you, dude, okay? All right. Cool. Get ready here. Yeah!
Nate, watch where you're going.
Nate, stop! Oh my god! Oh my god!
No!
Hey, this is fantastic. It feels like I'm really punching something with these.
Yeah.
Nate, no, you're going the wrong direction, Blaine. No, I'm right here.
Oh, man, this game is great, dude. Hey, man, you want to play it, man? You want to play it now? Hey, you want to play it? Dude, where are you? Dude, hey, man. Where'd you go?
Right here.
What the hell happened, dude?
Yeah, man. Yeah, game's great. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Hello everyone, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Creed, Rise to Glory. It was developed by Survios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment and was released on September 25th of 2018 on the PlayStation VR, the Vive, and the Oculus Rift. It is a VR boxing game where you play as Adonis Creed, rising through the ranks to become the heavyweight boxing champion of the world. And as you progress throughout the campaign modes, the story is told throughout radio broadcasts that you hear while you train at your gym as you do multiple different boxing exercises to get your stamina up. Everything from punching bags, dummies, to even punching meat is here, including a decent Sylvester Stallone impersonator, because after all, you can't have a Rocky game, a Creed game, if you can't at least spar with Rocky. And he is in it, and he also is by your ringside during the fights. Now, as you fight, swinging your punches can lower your stamina, causing your gloves to start flashing red. At this point, it means that you have to regain your strength, and the best way to do that is just to not punch and block. Now, you hold your hands up to kind of block, so depending on if they're trying to punch you in your face or in your stomach, you have to either lower your hands as they're together or up near your face, because the AI is pretty decent. They'll actually try to deck you in your gut or in your face, I've noticed, as you go through this. Now, the whole trick is to lead your opponent to lower his guard for a big fury of punches to knock them out. You can do everything from jab, uppercuts, to hit them in the body as hard as you can, and I found like you pop them in the body and they'll lower their guard to like grab their stomach because you punched them, leaving their head wide open that you can hit them with a flurry of punches. And a lot of times they'll even go into like a slow-mo mode if you're actually doing a lot of damage, to where it'll actually show on his body, the enemy that you're fighting, your opponent, where to hit him to finish him off with all this flurry of like super punches, which is pretty cool. Now, to dodge, you basically want to dodge to the side or duck back in order to dodge punches. And if you're able to dodge punches correctly, it'll cause a slow down bullet time effect that allows you to pummel your opponent. Now, during the fights, you can be staggered as you get hit by your enemies in two different ways, I've noticed. The first is a minor out-of-body experience, where you have to try to match the locations of your hands on screen with your hands, with your controllers, to get back into your body and continue to fight. The second is truly unique, and the first couple times it happens to you, it is really kind of severely odd and cool as hell. If you get blasted by your enemy, literally your soul is knocked all the way out of your body and you're like way back out of the ring, and you have to physically run back to your body and jump in it to continue or lose the fight from a knockout from the enemy. It's actually pretty interesting how they do it. Now, the overall game consists of a campaign mode, which has 6 fighters that will take you around only, give or take, an hour and a half to 2 hours to beat. I mean, it is very kind of short, and it's kind of disappointing, but it does also have a free play mode where you can mix and match your fighters that you play in locations, and the other big thing is online PvP. That's right, you can play this online in multiplayer with other people, and if you want to have a real challenge, play online. Don't get me wrong, the AI of the boxers in the game is very, very well done. I mean, they're not stupid. They'll know where to beat you in the head and everything if you lower your guard. They're not idiots, but if you play some people online, they've learned some neat tricks to use the locomotion to their advantage to like swing around you and do like running punches and stuff. And, it's really actually a major challenge in the PvP mode. Now, the game has really, really good graphics and really highly detailed character models. I find them to be a little bit on the cartoony side, but not that bad. And the main thing is the crowds themselves have some massive cloning issues. I mean, it's not anything that really breaks the game, but I do have to point out, if you look out in the crowd a lot, you will actually see a lot of clones. And the animations and the overall detail of the crowd isn't as good as I think it could be, but that, like I said, is not anything that takes you out of playing this game at all. Like I said, the game has a really decent AI for the characters, and as for the overall movement, it's kind of weird, because basically if you hold, like at least I was playing on PS4, so with the move controllers, they have the center move buttons you hold down, and by holding both of them down and swinging your arms up and down in a running motion, that's used to move forward and also to run back to your body when you get knocked out of it. Now, pressing the buttons like the circle button will cause you to turn, to your side, and combining it with other buttons will cause you to spin it completely around, and you can use that to get around the boxing ring to actually fight your opponents. And it seems almost like a game of, Whack-A-Robot, when you're actually playing with the computer. Now, when you're playing in PvP mode, you got to make sure that you're running your ass around because you will get your butt handed to you really, really badly. Now, I got to definitely say this game has some pros and cons to it. First of all, let's give up the pros. This game is a workout. This game is a massive cardio boost. If you want to get your heart pumping, pick this game up and play it. I mean, this is a lot better than Knockout Kings or Knockout League as it was the other PlayStation boxing game. This one's a lot more realistic, and it actually does a lot better job in tracking your punches and locations of where you punch. And it doesn't seem to be as hard on you, but I tell you what, if you're looking for a game that'll get you off your butt to where you can exercise, this is definitely one that you should actually go and get. Now, as for cons, I would say the overall price. For the length of this game, I think this should be like a $9.99 to a $10 to maybe $20 max. You can pick this game up on discount on some places and get it for $20, and it's definitely worth it for $20. I wish it was cheaper because the actual price of it for full price is $29.95, $30 for this game. And for a 2-hour game, I'm kind of disappointed by it. For the price, but other than that, that's really a minor nitpick. I think the price is a little too high for it. The experience, though, hands down, is well worth it. And I find the other con has to be the movement. The way you actually, run and move and turn is a little awkward at first. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be running around and moving and no problem. But it's kind of an awkward feeling the way you have to move your hands and physically run. You get used to it as your training because one of the things is you're on a treadmill. So it kind of teaches you every single movement and stuff you need. Now, a major con of this game that I have to definitely warn you about is the fact that you can give yourself some severe tennis elbow with this game. Whenever you're punching in air and there's nothing to actually stop your punches, you can overextend your arms and actually hurt your muscles and your joints. So you want to make sure that you're very, very careful when playing this game to strap your controllers down good on your hands and make sure that you're not overextending yourself when you're punching, because you can actually end up really hurting yourself fairly easily with this game. But those are just kind of minor inconveniences as long as you get the hang of it. And make sure if you ever start feeling tired, take breaks. After all, that's your best friend with VR is taking a break. In the end, I would have to say this was a fantastic game, and I gratefully appreciate the subscriber who recommended that I pick this up and actually do a review on it. I found it to be a really good game. It is a really fun boxing game. The only disappointment I have is there's not enough boxers that you fight. The game is overall too dang short. But other than that, it was a hell of a blast. I think I lost about 5 pounds playing this game, and I'm going to go back to playing it in the future. And if you have a VR and you want to try it out, I highly recommend it. As long as you ain't got no neck or back injuries, go for it. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank everyone who subscribes to my channel. I want to thank everyone who watches this video. Please hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date whenever I release any new videos. And I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out.